Hey there, it's meteorologist Ben Peine. It is July the 3rd. It is a good Thursday morning. We got Ben at 10 live from the back deck this morning out in the woods. We're going to put the Starlink internet to the test this morning. And thanks for joining us on the birthday edition of Ben at 10, my birthday today and the nation's birthday tomorrow. So, of course, we're going to look through the forecast. Pretty feel good morning out here. Just a touch humid as it would be in summertime, but the humidity is going to stay fairly low for this time of the year for this afternoon. It's going to be great weather for the big Play America concert with the Louisville Orchestra. We'll be out there at the Justica Cultural Center at America Place in River Ridge, about a couple miles north of the roundabout in Jeffersonville. For 265, 62, just go north, and then you're going to be there. So join us. That's going to be 6 to 8 family fun event in the 6 to 8 time period in that field. There's going to be food trucks. Bring a little cash for that. 8 o'clock is the full orchestra. Teddy Abrams will be conducting at 8 p.m. The kiddos still asleep inside. It's summertime. They're sleeping in. So I'm going to try not to be loud, but we've just got to do Ben at 10 the normal way. So we'll look at the current conditions. We'll give a couple announcements. We'll get to the heart of that forecast. We'll look at some of that weather model data. We'll look at the forecast again for the folks that hop on a little bit later. And we'll be moving right along through our show this morning. We've got some good mornings here popping in already. John Fox, thanks for the birthday text, by the way. Keith Hennessy, neighbor right down the road here with a happy birthday. Thank you very much, sir. Beverly Hagist, third popping in this morning with a happy birthday. Thank you very much. Marcia Fox, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. And Orlean Whitlow, thanks for watching here this morning. So good day across the area. I'm not going to do this very much, but since it's the nation's birthday, for those of you just popping in, here's a little. Let's see if I can get it right. I tried to tune it up, but the guitar, the acoustic, has a little bit to do with weather, because if you take it from warm to cold, it gets a little high pitched. The wood tightens up the strings, and then you got to tune down a little bit. If you go from cooler inside my house to warmer outside the house, the wood loosens up, and then we get a little bit low, and so then we got to tune it up a little bit. But so I tried to tune it up the best I could. Oops. Oh no. Let's try that. Take two. Take three. Here we go. There we go. All right. That's enough. Happy birthday, United States of America, for the 4th of July. I could not imagine the pressure. My buddy JD Shelburne is on Saturday going to be doing the Grand Ole Opry. Could not imagine practicing for that. The pressure of just playing happy birthday notes on the back deck in front of you guys made me mess up twice. So JD Shelburne, tune in to the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, his debut, the Grand Ole Opry. What an honor for him. We got the Bliss Cup this morning, and I promise we'll get to the forecast here in just a second. We got Dennis Gregory with a happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in, Dennis. Happy birthday from Karen Taylor. Karen Taylor said, "You did it," and many more. Thank you very much. We're now at 45. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, John. And 45 means you watch birds, and you've got the Merlin app out on the back deck. So if I see an eastern wood pewee, might have to break out the binoculars here. Judy, thank you for the happy birthday. Lily Lasley, thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes. And Rick tap it into the comments section. Thank you very much, sir. So let's take a look at some things that are happening across the area. Live look outside here. This is a really cool page This is the Falls of the Ohio Foundation camera. So technology is really cool. We're testing out the power of Starlink. Starlink, amazing technology, by the way. And we did not have internet out here for a long time until around 2021. So now we can power, our streaming with this, the weather graphics, all the different stuff. Look around, live cams and everything. So looking at just a sunny start to the day as we cruise around the Falls of the Ohio Foundation camera right there. If you ever want to go to extolmag.com/weather, you can see that our live stream is up right there. That red button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, getting those numbers up there. And you can bring it up full screen inside. You got interactive radar, the 7-day forecast that I posted today, the weather story that we post almost every day, and then the interactive radar here at the bottom. Let me see if I got the temperatures popped on here. So we are starting off. Here's a look at the current temps, upper 70s, lower 80s. There were a lot of areas that were in the 60s again this morning, but once that July summer sunshine pops up, those temperatures are no doubt going to rise. We have the extreme UV index today of 11. That's about as high as it goes for our area, and it will stay up at around 11 throughout the weekend. Maybe just something to remember if you're going to be outside. I will be doing after this show, thankfully, again, the power of technology, birthday morning. Can do it on the back deck, have some extra free time later today where I'm going to be trying to get this damn pool in a box going in the backyard. We've got it hopefully leveled off. We're going to get the kids do a little raking, maybe some last minute leveling off, and then we're going to try to get the little backyard pool going. We'll see how that goes. Might be another failure as that saga continues. Got to mow as well. And then later on this evening, going to celebrate at Play America. Join us out there. Speaking of which, we go and bring that up here. So Play America, here you go, bringing us up full screen. I'm kind of excited just to see the full orchestra. I've never been to the Louisville Orchestra, and they're going to have the full orchestra out there celebrate my birthday, but America's birthday, of course. This is going to be Play America. They've got the classics. They've got contemporary songs that you're going to know. I think they're playing a big song from the Star Wars, food trucks, face painting, crafting, balloon creations, bounce houses, more. That's the family field event, 6 to 8. And then right across to the next field right there is the 8 o'clock Louisville Orchestra performance with conductor Teddy Abrams. And again, that is at America Place, the Justica Cultural Center. So I'll be out there with the family. I think Jason Applegate, Angie Fitton, Olive from Extol Media will be out there as well. So maybe a little impromptu meet and greet if you want to join us out there this evening. So looking forward to that. Let me get back to the comments section. We've got Leanne Phillips, a happy birthday. Cassandra, happy birthday. Thank you so much. And Karen got the patio furniture painted yesterday. Hopefully still sunny. You're in good shape today as well if you need that to continue to dry out or touch it up. Barbara Brownfield, happy birthday to the best. Thank you very much. And need my patio furniture good and dry for the 4th. I think you are in good shape with that. And Kelly, thank you for tuning in here, and thanks for the happy birthday as well. So looked at the current conditions, and let me bring this one back up here as we go to, okay, so there's the current conditions, extolmag.com/weather. A lot of weather tools in Southern Indiana and beyond right there at your fingertips. A couple announcements here. I want to remind you there is a job opening here. Go to lionsroofingco.com to the careers section. Friends and family work here at Lions Roofing. Great place right out of Memphis, Indiana. 812-294-3595. Roofing repair technician job opening. If you know somebody in that industry, give them a shout. Let them know about that. And then, as always, at libspavingco.com. libspaving.com, I should say. That is L-I-B, B as in Ben, spaving.com. Top asphalt contractor in the area. Go to careers in the upper right-hand corner. Again, I'm just doing this live right now. And you cruise on down to the bottom. Of course, they're going to tell you all about the company, what they have to offer. And then you can also see all of the available job opportunities. You can see there, apply now. So again, extol means to celebrate, to highly praise. And we're doing that here in Southern Indiana and beyond. And we want to get opportunities out there for everyone. And you can see the opportunities that are out there, and you can get more opportunities. You can level up your career, become the best you could possibly be. And you can do that at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to the Sellersburg campus right there. You belong here, is what they say. Super easy, awesome folks there, by the way. Don't be afraid to just register, head over there, learn more about what programs they have offered, 42 programs, and the dual credit courses, an amazing help to high school students. So thank you very much to Ivy Tech for helping even our family out. And a reminder again, if you want to go to LouisvilleOrchestra.org, I went to the wrong address. So Louisville Orchestra.org. There we go. So this should pop up here any second. You can see the upcoming concerts. If you're going to Play America this evening at the Justica Cultural Center, again, River Ridge, America Place there, they'd like you to RSVP right there, but you don't have to. You can just show up, and it is a free concert, so check it out. So thanks to all of our partners and sponsorships there. We've got some. Thanks, everybody, for popping in the comments section this morning. We've got Dana Buckner. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Well wishes from Steve Givens. Happy to see these familiar faces in here. We've got a Mary Pound with a happy birthday. Carolyn Rowe, happy birthday. Neela Short, happy birthday. Trying to get to all of them here. Karen Hart, thank you very much. Lynn Campbell, thank you. Mary Walsh, thank you very much. Amy Moore, thanks for popping into the Bennett 10 show this morning. All right. I think we can get to the forecast here. It's summertime humid, but it's not the extreme humidity that we had last week and last weekend. With that said, the heat and humidity will start to creep up day by day as we head through the holiday weekend. It's going to be great for the pool, the river, the lake, whatever you might do. There's Laura, my mom. Thank you, by the way. Shout out to my mom right here who watches every morning, because let me take that out and add this to the screen here. There was my birthday dinner, little tradition out at the good old Red Lobster. So I was a server at Red Lobster back around the year 2000, 2001, and still get a hankering for some of those Cheddar Bay biscuits, all that good stuff. Overdid it with the food a little bit yesterday, but that's what it's all about. Got my little lobster bib on there. Had a little surf and turf with the whole family. So thank you very much to my mom and my grandma, who joined us as well out there. So we had a good time. Karen Taylor. Karen, thanks for registering for Play America. We'll see you out there. Please don't be shy to come up and say hello. Would love to see you out there. Boyd Whitlow, thank you very much. And Karen Razor, thank you for tuning in on our little birthday edition. All right, let's get to the forecast here. And again, I want to point out, just look at that text there. Let me bring this one back up. There you go. So that's kind of the story. Just full force July sunshine, extreme 11 UV index. So think about that sunscreen out there for today. I'm going to have to think about that with the yard work I've got planned today, and maybe trying to get that pool going as well. So 90 degrees this afternoon. Low humidity still fairly on the low side. Now, some of the weather models have tried to give us this really brief, super isolated late afternoon shower chance, mainly in Kentucky. It's such a small chance, I'm not even going to throw it on the forecast graphics. Most areas are going to stay dry today. Robin Sewell, thank you very much. And Vicki Berger from Salem, loyal viewer. Thank you, Vicki, for tuning in here. And thanks for the happy birthday wishes. So there's a forecast today. Super light wind. There's no wind out here right now. It is completely calm on the back deck this morning. And tonight's low around 70 degrees. Clear sky, nice and mild. It'll be pretty decent camping weather. Get those temperatures down to around 70 degrees through the overnight hours. And the forecast here for tomorrow, I forgot to load up the tomorrow's forecast, but it's about exactly the same today. Just add 2 to that, 92 degrees. Average high is 89 degrees. And we are starting to lose like a minute per day of daylight since we made it past there. So we got Play America today, 92 tomorrow, around 94 Saturday and Sunday. Early next week, we're starting to introduce some pop-up shower and thunderstorm chances back in that forecast with temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s for next week. I think by the middle of next week, we'll probably see a little better chance of some more widespread showers and some thunderstorms around the area. A weak front will try to move into the region. So we got high pressure over the area. High pressure keeps it dry this weekend with that heat and the humidity going up. And then early next week, we'll have this weak front move in. The high pressure scoots off to the east. That's going to open the door to some of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. And then we should see maybe a little area of low pressure Wednesday, Thursday. That should give us a little better chance of some rain. It's not a bad thing. Things are going to dry out a lot this weekend. The farmers could use about a half inch to an inch of rainfall per week through the summer growing months. So again, not a bad thing to see some of this rainfall. And Naomi Woods, thank you for the happy birthday. And Reba Morris, thanks for popping in the comments section here this morning, here at 10:15 on our July 3rd. So what are your weekend plans? Are you going to be chilling in the AC? Might be watching a little bit of the Wimbledon. Hoping Tommy Paul can do well today. Monfils is fun to watch. So I think it's round 2 of the Wimbledon, round 3 into the weekend. I love this time of the year because we got Wimbledon, and then I think the U.S. Open's not too far off. No, not the U.S. Open. The British Open golf is not too far off. So good yuppie sports watching weather. Thank you, Diana Carpenter, for tuning in here, and thank you for the happy birthday wishes. All right, let me get rid of that, and we're going to bring up some of the weather model data here. Usually around 10:20, a little bit earlier here. Probably won't be on as long on this edition of Ben at 10. All right, so let me bring that up. So this is a look at the radar and satellite. So there's kind of a ring if you look closely here. Let me go to the telestration. So you've got some rain down here, rain out west, a little bit off to the northwest, rain out here in the middle. We've got high pressure starting to set up. High pressure, if you remember, is slowly sinking air. It does not allow the clouds to grow very much. It's kind of a lid on the atmosphere, so it will prevent any storms from firing up over our area throughout the weekend. So a lot of times, I mean, so many times I remember forecasting through the years around here, right around July 4th, we end up getting these pop-up storms and kind of hit or miss across the area. Thankfully, it looks like we'll be all high and dry for the 4th of July. Karen coming in with the plans this weekend. Cookout, definitely Wimbledon. Awesome. Sounds good. Strawberry shortcake for Karen. Thank you, Alice Spalding, with a happy birthday there, and Jerry Castor. Thanks for tuning in. So clear as a bell as we look at our current sky. Now, let me put in the weather model data. I'm going to show you this almost not worth mentioning teeny tiny rain chance that if you get it, let me know. Put it in the comments later today if you're watching the replay, or just drop it in, because it's probably like maybe a neighborhood might see this little tiny rain chance later today. We are working out the Starlink here. We're chugging on a lot of data here, and so we might have just a little bit of a dropout here and there, but we should be in good shape. We've done this several times, and it's worked out just fine. All right, so we're going to be looking ahead here with the weather model data. So there's nothing happening there. It's 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock, nothing. Let's see if the latest high resolution rapid refresh weather model still has. All right, so we got to bring out the binoculars here. We got to get the microscope out, do the super zoom. Do you notice that little green spot there in southeastern Bullitt County? Now, obviously, they're a little buggy out here. Obviously, don't really care about where it shows this tiny, maybe mile wide little tiny shower that might pop up, but it just indicates there's that as we get to what's called the convective temperature, say upper 80s, we might see a cumulus cloud grow big enough in maybe one teeny tiny spot, again, for the smallest chance of an isolated shower. So this is going to go to 7 o'clock. And if you notice, it's just maybe one or two little cumulus clouds get big enough to become a cumulonimbus with that small rain chance. It's showing that teeny tiny rain chance in Kentucky and not in Indiana for later today. That's at around 9. That's right around sunset. Can you see it? If you look closely, you can see that little circle, the little blob of red there. So again, less than 10% chance of that happening for today. So not a big deal with that. Bonnie, thanks for popping in the comments. Thanks for watching our Ben at 10 this morning, live from deep in the woods in Borden, Indiana. So that there is the super low chance of rain. What I've been enjoying looking at, I think we can go, I'll go the NAM weather model. I don't use the NAM very often. It's not super accurate, but when we do like things that don't need hyper accurate, we just looking at kind of broad stuff. It's not bad to look at the NAM weather model. So this is the precipitable water. This is kind of a cool way, like a very clear way to see where the tropical area is. So you see that red? That is that like wall of mugginess that we had for like a week and a half. That's over Oklahoma, down to Louisiana, Florida, southeastern coast, Georgia, South Carolina. For us, kind of relatively fairly low humidity for today. Not too bad. Yeah, it's going to be hot. It's July. It's going to be up to around 90, but it's not going to be oppressive heat and humidity out there for today. Now, going into the 4th of July, I'm going to jump ahead to tomorrow afternoon. This is at 5 p.m. This has been very consistent, by the way. So here's the setup. This is kind of the comfort index, maybe we should say. So tropical moisture in the Gulf and the Atlantic, and then notice that it goes up here. It's kind of finger of humidity right up the gut of the Great Plains, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. So we still have high pressure over us. So tomorrow, the humidity, not out of control. It's going to be hot, 92 degrees, but high pressure is still over the Ohio Valley. And what this does, as high pressure sits here, you can see it's clear there, low humidity there. So low pressure, the air circulates around low pressure, easy for me to say, in a counterclockwise way. But around high pressure, it always goes in a clockwise fashion in the northern hemisphere because of the curvature of the earth and the spin of the earth. Now, around high pressure, so you've got this flow coming in, this return flow on the backside of high pressure. So you can see what that does right off the Gulf, spilling in the high levels of moisture out west of us for tomorrow. So still humidity not out of control for tomorrow. But we're going to see, as I switch into the GFS weather model, that high humidity is going to start to drift our direction later on this weekend. So let me go ahead and, ooh, I got a nice breeze just pop through here. So let me go, we're going to keep the precipitable water. I'm going to go to the 5th. So this is going to be Saturday afternoon. Precipitable water means also it's the amount of water that you have in the atmosphere. If you do get rain, how much can come out. So there you can see it isn't that interesting. Look at that again, kind of a nose, a finger, whatever you want to call it, of just really high humidity up through Kansas City, Tulsa, Dallas, eastern Iowa, into Wisconsin. So Wisconsin is going to be feeling tropical, and our humidity goes up a little bit. We're in the yellow for Saturday for July 5th. Again, great conditions for the pool or the lake or the beach or whatever you want to do. I'm going to get to your comments again here in just a second. Thank you for tuning in. We're looking at the comfort factor. And we're going to see this progress to the east. So watch that red, watch the red blob. Let's see where it goes. We're now going into Sunday morning. We're getting into Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and that's with a weak front that is moving our direction. So you're increasing the humidity. You're getting a little spark to the atmosphere. So this should bring a chance for some showers and thunderstorms early next week. So now we're going into the 7th on Monday. So there's the blob. There's the tropical air back over the area. So the soupy weather returns, especially early next week. Humidity will be cranking up a little bit this weekend, but those are those dew points in the 70s that we were familiar with recently. We go ahead and pause it there for a second. We've got Denise Montgomery with a happy birthday. Thank you very much. Perry Porter from Borden. Keep it cool tomorrow for the 4th. It's almost impossible to keep it cool for the 4th. I do remember one July, maybe like 2009-ish or something like that, 2010. We had some lower 70s, but it doesn't happen very often. Bonnie Lindberger, thanks for all the information. Enjoy your day. I got to get back to work. Thanks for popping in for a little bit, Bonnie. Appreciate you. Greg Seidel got a big old comment here. Birthday is just another day where you get to work and people give you love. Age is just a state of mind, and you're as old as you think you are. You have to count your blessings and be happy. A quote there. Happy birthday. Enjoy your special day. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. Yeah, we'll have to see if we have to get some spammers off our comments. They do pop in every once in a while. Anita Meredith, thank you very much for the well wishes on this July 3rd. So okay, we're back to the weather model data. So this is Monday. The red is the humidity. There's a mosquito. All right, we got a mosquito break there for a second. He's probably going to get me. All right. Moving ahead here. So we're going to go into Tuesday, or as my dad likes to say, Tuesday. Just kidding, Dad. The tropical air is still among us early next week. Now I'm going to switch this into the reflectivity. This is your normal view of your future radar. And there you can see, I'm going to go back this up to Monday because it's kind of when the rain chances start to move into our area. So this is Monday right there, showing a few of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms. You can see them crossing the area. So we're back into just muggy, tropical pop-up downpour pattern that we are familiar with that we had last week into last weekend. Now I'm going a little bit deeper into time. Your Ben on a Limb section of our show here at 1027. This is the 9th. So this will be next Wednesday. It does look like we could see increasing chances of Robert Simpson. Thank you very much. Yeah, every once in a while, I have a little Starlink dropout from every once in a while. Karen from Arkansas, we call it mosquito, our state bird. I love it. Nerd segment, the mosquito, about as big as the hummingbirds out here. Susie Knight, thank you very much. Lily, I love it. Hey, let me get back, see if we can load up this. Come on, GFS, you can do it. All right. Here we go. We're back. We're back. There it is. So that's Wednesday next week. You see more widespread chance of some. So get the mowing in while you can this weekend. Maybe it won't grow so fast with the hot, dry weather this weekend. We're back to some good rain chances next week. This is going into the 10th. So this will be like next Thursday. And hopefully we get that rain out of here. We're going to be doing some camping next weekend up in Indianapolis. And Karen with the clarification. I get you from Arkansas in Elizabethtown now. Thanks for watching from E-Town. Cheers to our E-Town viewers. All right, there's our weather model data. There's our long outlook. Just a quick check of this prediction centers. They do the longer range outlooks quite a bit. And they've been kind of looking at normal temperatures for us, 6 to 10 day outlook there. Notice the heat building out west, where they've been kind of cool. So in the middle, we have that front that's bringing some rain at or below normal temperatures, which this is saying late next week. Go to the 8 to 14 day outlook, so going out couple of weeks with the climate outlook here, and it's showing basically right normal temperatures for our area through mid-July. That would be good. Don't want to get into drought. Don't want to get into crazy heat waves. Heat waves are like the number one weather-related killer in the United States because of the heat stress, the heat-related illnesses that you can get. All right, so that is the weather model data. We'll get back to the forecast here, and I might play you out with some birthday notes on the old axe here, in case you didn't tune in earlier. I messed it up 3 times. We'll see if I can do it in one take. The little birthday song coming up. All right, we're getting back to the forecast. I'm going to get rid of that program, which uses a lot of data. And a reminder, Play America this evening as well. And also, just a quick note and a little announcement. If you want to become an advertising partner, I mentioned it on Facebook a couple days ago that we've been reaching almost 2 million views per month over the last 90 days. Just on my page, that's increases when you add in all of the power of Extol Media. Contact me, Ben at extolmag.com, Jason at extolmag.com if you want to learn more about us being your megaphone here in Southern Indiana and beyond. If you want to become a marketing advertising partner, let us know. Play America this evening. We'll see you there, 6 to 8 o'clock, Family Field with the face painting, the crafting, the balloon creations, fun stuff for the family out there before Teddy Abrams strikes up the full Louisville Orchestra for the Play America concert, free concert. We'll see you out there. Play ball forecast. Humidity still not bad today. Well into the 80s at midday, 90 degrees this afternoon. We'll go about 92 tomorrow. And so pretty nice evening out there. There's my Red Lobster birthday dinner picture. Thanks once again to my mom for the birthday dinner and the whole family out there crushing those crab legs. Thankfully, as much as I ate yesterday, I'm not feeling it too bad today, thankfully. UV index, an extreme level of 11 today. There is this trend, the kiddos these days, like my daughter, checking the UV index, wanting to get the sun rays. And it's something that the dermatologists don't love because sun can be damaging, obviously. Some sun is good for us with the vitamin D. Too much, obviously, not a good thing. All right, we're back to the forecast. 90 degrees today, north wind at around 5, almost no wind. Maybe just a touch of a breeze every once in a while. That's your July 3rd forecast tonight, 70 degrees, not too bad. Fairly mild during the overnight. Wonder what bird that, should we check the bird nerd? See what bird that is? Anybody want to guess? I'm thinking maybe we've got a wren that's got a nest right next to me on our back deck here. Inside of the bird seed scooper. How ironic is that? So we've got this green bird seed. There's a mosquito. Come on. Morning mosquitoes. So that's the Carolina wren. That's the wren that's got a nest about 5 feet from me inside of the bird seed scooper that's just laying on our deck. Making a house in the scoop that feeds you. Yeah, that's the Carolina wren that's being loud right now. Those wrens are interesting. They love to be around the house. All right, so the 7-day forecast, 90 today, 92 tomorrow, well into the 90s, lower to mid-90s Saturday, Sunday. In the urban areas, we could see that heat index climb near 100 Saturday into Sunday. Kind of like a little mini holiday heat wave, and then some shower and thunderstorm chances as we head into next week. Oh, Vicky asking, what was that drink that you had at Fred Lobster? Red Lobster. That was the Bahama Mama. Only do one of those. It's almost like a dessert. Vicky, may you have a bright and wonderful birthday. Thank you very much. Nothing looks out of the normal. Very good, very good. Birds are very interesting to watch. They are very interesting to watch. It seems like the older you get, the more you appreciate the good old birds out there. All right, we're going to try it one more time. One more time. Here we go. My last performance of the morning. Took me 3 tries last time. Okay, here we go. This is for that was not a take. This is for the nation's birthday here. We did it. That's the birthday jam. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. All right. We've got a Karen. It's your birthday. Thank you very much. Mary Ridge from Sulphur, Indiana. Happy birthday, America, from Karen. Yeah, exactly. All right. We're going to bring this back one more time. Look at the current conditions. We'll wrap up our beds. And that is a Blue Jay, maybe. Love the July sunshine out there. The live look, the Falls of the Ohio Foundation camera. Look at some of the rapids there near the Falls of the Ohio and the fossil beds. Looks like some folks out there do a little fishing. Be a good thing to do this weekend, especially in the early morning and late evenings. Copses Lake, by the way, they've got a really detailed fish forecast if you're into that, like with the moon phases and everything like that. I shared that yesterday evening if you want to check that one out. Shout out to Lions Roofing. They've got a roofing repair technician job opening. If you have a friend or family member in that industry, give them a shout. And a lot of job postings still here at libspaving.com. So easy to use their website, by the way. And then you just hit learn more. You can apply there online. And that is a great family company as well out of Floyd's Knobs, the biggest paving contractor around. Every line right there is a job opportunity for you, your family member, your child, your grandchild. Let them know about it. Level up your career as well. Get the training here. A lot of 2-year programs and certifications at ivytech.edu. Go to the Sellersburg campus right there. You can register online. You can learn more information, get information about tuition. A lot of different programs. They team up with businesses and high schools all around the region. And so head there, and August 25th is the fall sessions. So you can get going with that. And another shout out to the Louisville Orchestra, free concert, Play America. We'll see you there, 6 to 8 p.m. Family event, 8 p.m. is the free concert. Couple little shout outs here before we wrap it up from the back deck here at 10:37. I think we've got a happy birthday from Joseph Rubel from Shelby County. Thanks for tuning in. Love the Shelbyville area. David with the HBD. Thanks for popping in here this morning. All right, I think that's going to do it. I got to get into the yard work. I got to do some mowing, some weed eating. We've got to try to level this darn pool out. We'll see if that works out or not. And then we'll be at Play America later on this evening. Looking at a few more comments here before we wrap this up. Mary Dale, happy early birthday to you. In a couple of days, we'll be 86. Hope to match you with that age someday. Robin Titchener, happy birthday. And Leslie Shipley, thank you guys all for popping in the comments, making an old guy feel good here as I'm right in the middle of middle age. Working through those 40s. All right, thanks for guys for jumping in our birthday edition from the back deck with Ben at 10. As always, please head over to, you can do this a lot of different ways, Extol Media, EXTOL Media at YouTube. And like and subscribe. There's also at extolmag.com/weather. We're trying to get those numbers up there. There's my live stream happening now. There's that red button right here. That's to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then that'll help you get notifications when we're popping on. Maybe it might be severe weather too. You never know what we might be going live for. There's a lot of videos there that can help keep you informed for ever-changing weather conditions here in southern Indiana and Kentucky. So Extol Media on YouTube, Extol Weather on Facebook, Meteorologist Ben Peine, Peine on Facebook. Thanks for liking, following, and also extolmag.com/weather. Popping in here with, I think these are some good comments to end here. Leslie Shipley, thanks for the happy birthday. Brandy Heath as well. Thank you very much. And I think we'll end it right here with Mary Armstrong Ridge. Have a safe and happy Independence Day. No doubt about that. Have a great weekend.